James Walker, welcome to CamTalks.
Thank you very much. Well,
thank you very much. No, thank you very much for getting yourself up on a beautiful Saturday morning. How's your morning been?
Drinking tea, watching Sky Sports, and not really busy.
There you go.
Shopping.
Shopping? What are you shopping for on this island?
Roast chicken this afternoon.
Okay, so you, what do you normally do on your weekends here? You
play golf if it's nice. Play snooker.
This is the thing, James. You are one of the sportiest people I know on this island.
Paddle.
Paddle. What? So go on, give us a little rundown of what's the sports that you're currently playing.
All three.
Snooker, paddle.
We play paddle as much as we can. It's like we got like a little four ball. So it's me, Maxie, Fish, and Angus, and we're the oldies of the.
You're one of the young ones, mate.
I'm the youngest at the lot by 10 years.
Really?
Yeah.
This is Maxie, Scottish Maxie.
Yeah.
Funniest guy I've ever met.
Good paddle player, good tennis player, wasn't he? So,
really?
Yeah. He was a tennis coach here.
No.
Yeah,
Maxie?
when he first came.
Maxie?
Yes.
Oh my God. Sorry, Maxie. I don't know if you're listening to this, mate. Well, that's good because he's not a great golfer, is he?
He's not bad.
Is
Takes fivers off me.
Damn. Okay, well look, let's take us back to the beginning then. So where were you actually born? Where
I was born in Totnes, Devon.
You're a Devon boy.
Yeah.
Damn.
Born and bred in, and then lived. Oh well, Dartmouth's only 14 miles away, so I grew up in Dartmouth. Left there when I was 23. Yeah.
So you went from one bleak place to another.
Bleak. Dartmouth's beautiful.
Is it beautiful?
Yeah.
Isn't that where people go missing?
No, that's Dartmoor.
Dartmoor, that's it.
That's where the prison is.
That's where there you go. Yeah, I think there's like an old.
No, I haven't been there.
Wow.
Only to visit.
So so you were born in what was your family like? I mean, brothers, sisters?
No,
mum,
I was the only child.
Ah.
My dad was Navy. My mum's just mother.
Just mum. And so then growing up in school, like what was your what were you like? What was young James like in school?
I was all right-ish.
Where does the ish bit come in?
Well, my mum used to have to visit the school every week.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so it was all right, but I didn't really like school.
Yeah.
No.
Just wasn't for you.
Yeah, well, I didn't do sport up there. I didn't like cricket, and they made you play it, and I didn't want to do it, so I done cross-country instead of cricket.
Wow.
Because I just can't stand cricket.
That's so funny though, because you are into sports, and they try to make you do sports.
Yeah, but I didn't like that.
So the cricket club.
So I do rugby, football, anything like that, but cricket, not a chance.
No way, cricket.
No,
it is a funny game. I don't really understand the length of time that people play cricket for.
I've played here twice for Reg Atkins.
Oh, back in the day.
Out for nothing, and then got run out by Reg.
Really?
Yeah.
Was he good?
No, he was really slow.
Wow. But somehow, I mean,
that's it.
That's it. No more cricket after that.
No.
Wow. So what about so like cross country and stuff like this? This was running for the school or running?
No. So I didn't have to play cricket.
Right.
So there was 4 of us that done it.
Wow.
So we used to go running down the lanes and have cigarettes and then run back.
That is not the best way to become a cross country person.
No, probably not. That's why I didn't pursue it.
Is that why all the sports that you play are very static?
Yeah. No, I played a lot of football and rugby when I was younger, but.
And then so what age did you come over here? I mean, what was
23.
So the first time you came to Alderney, what was that like?
Well, it was dark. I was on a fishing boat.
Right.
So I never really saw Alderney in the day. So I was working for my uncle, building, and then all my mates were fishermen. And I wanted to be a fisherman, and my mum wouldn't let me until I'd done my trade. So I done that, and then I went on a fishing boat, and that's how I ended up here.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you never knew anything about Alderney before that?
Only what they've told me.
Yeah.
When my mates come back from sea, and they go, "Oh, right, 4 days off. Oh, we're in the Alderney." I said, "All right, Alderney. Yeah, I know where it is, but what's it about?" And he said, "Well, it's 22 pubs." I went, "What? 3 miles?" I'm like, "Christ, there's more pubs than Dartmouth, and that's a pub place."
Wow. So back then there was 22 pubs.
Well, 22 drinking places. I mean, it wasn't pubs. It was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
clubs and all.
That's crazy. What year was this?
I first came here in 93, so it'd have been before that.
Mad. And then, so in terms of fishing, like, because we used to have quite a big fishing sector here, right?
Yeah. But, well, yeah, because I worked on the channel boats, the English boats.
Right.
And then, I don't know, there was a lot here, yeah.
How many have we got now?
Well, none. 2 inshore, I think. It's just the Reeveses.
Damn, right. So fishing is no longer as and of course, like, I remember growing up here, you'd see the most ginormous lobsters just being like carried into the Georgian and stuff. And
Yeah, I just think the price of fuel, the price of bait, the price of fish hasn't gone up for the sellers.
right.
So yeah, no, I didn't think it was a dying industry. So.
But then, you obviously came ashore a lot and went and probably visited a lot of those 22 drinking places.
Well, we used to use the Fisherman's Bar, the Albert, and the Shez. But I remember when I was booking a taxi with Dollop. I don't know if I'm going to say that. 'Cause I didn't know his real name. But, and my mate Lloyd, he said, "No, get a taxi to the." I thought he said the Sheds, but it was the Shez. So I'm thinking, the Sheds. What kind of pub is this? So I'm expecting like cow sheds and shit.
Of course,
Not a pub. Yeah, no, it was right. I enjoyed it. And then that's where I met Kerry and I moved here. So.
Wow. So that was a long time ago. I mean, what was it like back then in terms of, the atmosphere of the island?
I was buzzing. Yeah, it's buzzing. It was so cheap to live here, wasn't it?
Yeah. Cheap to get on and off.
Cheap to get on and off. That was my first experience of a plane.
No way. Your first plane trip
Well,
was...
no, I went to Portugal.
Right.
On a big
one.
plane.
Yeah.
But when I got to Exeter Airport and I flew into Guernsey and I saw this yellow thing, I thought, what the heck? And I hate flying. I just don't like flying. So I'm just like, I ain't getting on that.
Mad.
Yeah. But,
it
was August.
The old
so it was
Trilanders,
nice.
right?
No, it was an Islander, I think.
It was an Islander. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. So then, obviously, your choice to move here, like, why did you want to actually sort of relocate here? Was it still fishing, like, motivated?
No, I worked for... So, Kerry's dad was Pete Jenkins. He was quite big into the building and he owned ABC Building Company, but then sold it. And then I got a job with them. So I thought, right, I'll just stay here.
Just like that?
Yeah.
Well,
so my mate gave me 6 weeks or 6 months. He bet me £100. He said, "You'll never ever stay there." And I never got the £100.
You never got the £100?
No, 30 years I've been here.
Who's
still
the
waiting.
mate? We gotta.
Well, Lloyd Turner.
Lloyd Turner, if you're out there listening to this right now, you owe money. You owe the money. Well, that's how we should probably get people to move in now, isn't it? We just bet
just bet them £100.
Bet every single person.
Won't go far now, though, will it?
Oh, not really. That might cover half the price of getting there. It's would you say that that's been one of the biggest sort of letdowns for Alderney? Is just simply the fact that the people that want to come here just can't even afford to anymore.
Well, it's not just that. I can't get here half the time.
I know, right? Fog. Fog was always
Can't
a problem.
help fog.
You can't help fog.
No.
God obviously just makes us try a lot. But it's actually just genuinely the expensiveness is.
Well, I think once we lost like Blue Islands and coming in and there's no competition, is there? So it's just we'll just charge that because we can.
Yeah, well, we're in a very delicate position right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what the solutions are. Obviously, people are always coming up with interesting ideas. I mean, do you take the ferry a lot then? Because you don't.
Well, I've got a boat, so
you got a boat.
I do use the ferry, yeah.
But
I use my own boat most of the time.
What kind of boat you got?
A Botnia Targa.
Is that like a fishing boat? Or
No, it's a quick little cruiser.
Oh, nice. So you can nip across to France or to Guernsey and.
I went to the UK. Yeah, I had to go and get my mum's tortoise, so I went across on the boat to go and get it.
Wow. How long does that take to get to the UK then?
Well, it took 4.5 hours to get there because it was about a 5 to 6, so it was quite rough.
That's pretty good.
No, I could probably do it in 2.5.
Wow, so it is a fast boat.
Yeah. It was just really rough that day, so...
Oh, my God. I mean, they always say that the sea around this island is rough. Is it rough?
Well, it all depends. Just don't go down a swinge in a flood tide and don't go near Baru because you get the overfalls. But there's always little nooks and crannies.
Have you ever had any sort of incidents sort of at sea?
I did when I was fishing. I had a rope around my neck. Yeah, that was quite frightening.
Just freak accident?
Well, no, it was like rough. I chucked the pot over the side and the sea washed it behind me, and I didn't know. And next minute, this rope come round me. So, but my mate got the rope. We got it off. So
Yeah, just about.
yeah,
Yeah. Any brain damage?
probably.
This episode is sponsored by the Blonde Hedgehog, one of Alderney's most exceptional restaurants and boutique hotels, known for its outstanding food, beautiful rooms, and a truly warm service. Awarded a Michelin key, it's the perfect place for anything from a relaxed coffee to a special evening or a luxurious island escape. So if you're visiting Alderney, make sure you experience the Blonde Hedgehog for yourself. Now back to the episode. but your fishing career, was this all pre sort of moving to Alderney then?
Yeah, and I worked for Billy here on his fishing boat, and I bought a fishing boat. And I used to go out like with Mark and that, just messing about.
Mark Harding?
No, Jenkins.
Mark
He had
Jenkins.
his boats.
Right,
I bought a boat off
I
him.
see. Because there's quite a competitive fishing lot over here, isn't there?
Angling, I think.
Is that what's the difference?
Well, commercial fishing to angling's more recreational, isn't it?
I can't stand it, man. I just can't stand there and wait for a fish to come.
I don't do shore fishing. I go out on the boat fishing.
Yeah, deep water stuff.
Yeah, I just go out on the boat to go fishing. I can't stand on a rock. That's not my kind of idea.
No, you want to go to it.
Yeah, I'll go and find the fish, not wait for them to come find me.
How do you find fish though? That just seems crazy to me.
Time of year, what sort of tide it is, you go down the banks. It's got to be neap tide. But yeah, no, there's fish out there. You just got to go and find them.
Well, yeah,
and it's fun finding them because you just steam around in your boat basically.
But like, what do you look for? Like, you got any like signals, like
No.
birds or anything?
No.
Just
go and
drop
guess.
a line.
Just guess.
Just guess. Over there a little bit. And over
try
there a little
that.
bit.
Yeah, try that.
You've seen some crazy stuff at sea, right? I mean, you saw a whale one time. Is that right?
Yeah, minke. Yeah, I was on the way back from Guernsey, but it was quite weird because I thought carried my ex-wife at the time. She says, "Oh, look at that! It's a boat." Anyway, it disappeared again. So we went off with my rib, and there's this whale breaching, but is obviously looking for his mother.
I didn't even know we had whales.
Well, minkies, they're travelling down. Yeah, it's crazy.
Where were they travelling down from? This is
I haven't got a clue.
Well, just passing Alderney.
I didn't even know what it was.
Yeah.
But it was up jumping in it.
But it was pretty big, right? I mean...
Yeah, it's big.
And you're telling me that the mother was somewhere else?
Well, an angling boat found the mother dead.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so he's obviously up searching for his mother.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah,
damn. Nature's a bitch. I mean, that's what it is, isn't it?
It is.
Anything else? Any other strange things at sea?
Nah, not really.
Just the sea.
Just the sea, you know.
And the potential threat of life if you ever to wrap a rope around.
Well, I won't be doing that again. It's a young man's game. Stay out of the way of it.
Yeah. So obviously, when you came ashore, thank God, you got settled in here and you started sort of building and stuff. I mean, what was the building industry like back then? Has it always been quite active?
It always seemed busy. It was good, but don't forget we didn't have all the houses that we've got now. So we were building houses for people and a lot of self-builds.
I didn't think you could build houses here. Isn't there like green belts and all sorts of stuff?
Well, no, but you had the banquage scheme, didn't you? That was still ongoing. So I built my house down there.
No way.
Yeah.
So when was the banquage sort of developed?
Well, we bought that. Well, we didn't buy it. We got the plot in 99, 98.
Wow. So what was there before?
Well, it was a dump, apparently.
Apparently.
But there were bungalows built there when we started.
It's a great spot.
Yeah, I think we've been going since the 70s. I think.
So, but building your own house, like, just because you could? Like, did you always want to build your own house?
No, but we got on this banquet scheme because Kerry was local. We just went for it, and we got given a plot for £5 a year rent.
£5 a year?
Yeah, and they sort of lent you the money to build your house, and once your house is built, you can get a mortgage and pay the states back. Well, no, but the states were brilliant back then.
Wow. What? So wait.
So they used to help the local families, if you know what I mean, build their houses.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they were good.
Have we forgotten about that?
Yeah.
That's crazy though, because I mean that makes a lot of sense in terms of keeping people here, and you know.
Well, I think they should do it again.
Yeah.
You know, you've got Whitegates, you've got the other end of the Banquash.
What is the story of Whitegates? Because like before I even realised that there was residential houses there, they're now condemned and then taken down.
Yeah, well, there were estates housing.
Right.
And then I think I don't know what they're going to do with them.
I mean, it's weird because it looks kind of nice, just like nothing there at the moment. But obviously, it's land, isn't it? That
Well, it's building land, so they could offer it to locals, maybe.
The greenbelt thing, because this is something that obviously you're not allowed to build in certain places. Obviously, that's a good thing, right? Because
I think it is.
yeah, we don't want to have like too many things, but there is a massive shortage of houses, particularly for the locals.
Well, you say that, but there's a lot of houses empty, aren't there?
As we know, yeah. I mean, it's crazy, isn't
What
it?
do they call it? The pied de terre or something? Lock up and leave?
Lock up and leave. Damn it. Well, you know what? There's got to be something's got to give, right? Because, you know, I mean, particularly at times like this when you're in the bleak midwinter and you're just trying to, you know, you're trying to bring more people here. It's almost impossible if these houses are just empty.
Yeah.
You see a lot of
is
houses
crazy.
though, right? You go in a lot of houses. You see a lot of stuff. I mean, are there some amazing houses on this island that people don't know about?
Oh, there's some lovely houses, aren't there?
Well, I don't know.
There's some lovely
People don't let me
houses.
in their houses.
Maybe you should try.
I start
Just go
building
knock on
company.
just go knock on the door.
Yeah, well, that's
Do you want to
it.
do a podcast, Pon?
Yeah,
Let's have a look around.
there you go. Podcast in a house.
There you are.
But the kind of building work that you do, I mean, like, what's the general?
Everything.
Yeah.
We just built a Estonian house down the water lane, which is like a chicken coop, really. But they're nice.
When you say Estonian, what does that mean? Like in the style?
It's from Estonia.
Right.
Yeah, it got shipped from Estonia and we built it.
Wow, these are like pop-up houses.
Similar, you got to put it together. It's like a jigsaw puzzle.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good fun.
Good for you.
Yeah, it's good fun. I'm not very good at jigsaws though, so I hope it stays up.
Yeah, like painted by numbers, isn't it?
Exactly.
It's like, where's the instruction manual?
Yeah, totally.
That's changed a lot then, right? Since you were young and
Well, everything was block built.
right.
And then you had Scott Frame, the big timber frame company that's selling houses, and you just block the outside of them. But that's a cheaper build.
Yeah, I can imagine.
For the client.
Are houses like strong over here? Because I think that some of the
Well, they have to be.
Some of the foundations though, I mean, they're a bit. Are there even some foundations?
Well, it's quite good. You building on sand's quite a good thing.
Really?
Well, it compacts. It's good, solid. And you do get a lot of clay.
Right.
So and
like,
a lot of rock, obviously.
So I know that Bell & Co have obviously got something going on under their place because Victoria Street seems to be sinking.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Tony's doing that, so I think they've underpinned it, or they're pinning it and piling it, and
that sounds like an impossible task, though. You know, going underneath a house just to keep it.
Well, no, you don't dig it all out at once. You just dig a metre at a time and then box it in and then concrete it and then do another, miss a metre, do another metre. So.
Right, just like that.
Well, yeah.
Good job I'm not into housing. Well, I mean, I like. Are you taking on sort of like younger people to sort of help them? Are there any young people that want to get involved in the building trade?
I've had many approach.
Yeah.
No.
It's a shame, really, isn't it? Because I mean, obviously, we are losing a lot of young locals who obviously, fair enough, going off to see the world. You've got? I mean, how many kids you got now?
4. Well, 5.
You're keeping us going, James. I really like this. So tell me about that then. So what was it like having your firstborn?
Well, I sort of missed it.
Oops.
Yeah, it was like 6:30 in the morning. I wasn't old enough to drive, and the buses weren't running, so I sort of missed it. I was about 3 hours late.
Oh boy.
That was a girl.
I love that. Wow. And that was in the UK?
That was in Torbay, yeah.
In Torbay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but we were very young.
So you were 16?
I was 17, I think.
Wow. What was it like having a kid at that age?
Frightening, I think. And also naive. You just don't know, do you? we were both the same age, and it was just like, oh, what do we do? But grandparents, great grandparents. Yeah.
So the help was
The help was there, yeah.
Oh, and now that you've had 4, 5, what's the
I'm not having any more.
No more?
No, grandchildren. No.
You have a very Storm. Tell me about your grandchild Storm, because she was
Talia,
yeah, aka Storm.
Well, she got taken to Guernsey on the lifeboat.
Because you have to do that sometimes over here, right?
Well, it was too rough, so they went down on the lifeboat, and yeah, I think it was about an hour later she was born.
Oh,
So it could have quite easily have happened on the lifeboat.
So is it Talia Storm?
Yeah.
I love that. It's literally named after the storm.
I think it is. It must be, because I can't think of any other reason. Yeah.
The lifeboat, obviously in Alderney. This is all volunteers, right?
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever had to sort of have you worked on a lifeboat before?
I was on the lifeboat for 14 years.
Wow. What possibly made you want to get on that lifeboat?
Well, I don't know. I just enjoy the sea. So got asked. I thought, yeah, all right, I'll do it.
And is there like a requirement? I mean, like, I know that these hands aren't great for labour, but I could be quite useful in terms of being.
You got to do courses. You got to do your sea survival, firefighting, first aid. It's not quite as simple as people think. Just going to get on a lifeboat and save somebody.
Yeah, of course. So you must have had quite a few shout outs in.
Oh, tons, yeah, tons.
14 years. Are you allowed to talk about these things? I mean, because I know that, like, obviously, it's quite a sensitive thing sometimes.
I didn't like becalmed yachts.
What does that mean?
Well, a yacht that tries to come here with no wind and don't want to use the engine.
Right.
No, so we called them waffies.
Waffies.
Sorry, yachties.
Sorry, yachties.
Yeah.
So you'd have to go out and pull them in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just tow them in. So.
That's mad.
Yeah.
But the storms obviously are pretty bad, and when the airline can't fly, they just go, yeah, lifeboat can go.
Yeah, medivacs and.
But sometimes like the sea's equally as bad as.
Nah, you can't. Then lifeboats that go through anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah. Self-righting, so if it tips over, it comes back up.
Wow. I mean, is that something that you've ever had to?
It's been close. We've had it at 90 degrees. Yeah.
Whoa. Damn. But these medivacs, obviously, like, it's quite important that people get to Guernsey or bigger hospitals and stuff. I mean, sometimes you're called upon at the weirdest times, right?
Yeah, but your pager goes off, you just go.
Wow.
Yeah, I was sat outside the lifeboat station 3 o'clock one morning, thinking, where is everyone? And I realised I had a low battery on my pager, so the alarm went off and it was the wrong one.
That's hilarious.
I know, I sat there, I thought, well, shouldn't really say anything, but I had to.
So what, the next time you saw the boys, you're just like,
no, I just went home and charged my pager.
Yeah, and there was no alarm.
No.
But look, I mean, sometimes you're in the pub or whatever, and like, I mean, you're having a few drinks.
Well, then you have to run.
But you still got to do it.
Yeah, you wouldn't go if you're like steaming. I mean, that's you just wouldn't do it. But
yeah, what was like? I mean,
but the coxswains are on call, so they won't be.
Right, so there's always a few people lined up who are not in the pubs.
Yeah.
But the rest of them
are in the pub.
They're in the pub. And you got any stories about, the lifeboat? Because, I mean, 14 years, long time.
Yeah, it was right. I quite enjoyed it.
What made you quit?
I had a disagreement, which is unusual.
On Alderney?
Yeah, I just thought, nah, do you know what? You can have that. See you later.
Yeah, because it is all voluntary, isn't it? Like,
yeah, there's a couple of the inspectors that come across which I didn't like. They just turned it into the Navy, really, Royal Navy, and I thought, no, this ain't my scene. I don't want to be doing that.
Because like you're committing enough anyway, isn't it? Like you're trying your best.
Yeah, when they're telling you off, and I'm thinking, who are you telling off? Just don't tell me off. No, go on.
So I'm a volunteer.
Yeah, so I told him.
Wow, in a nice, calm way.
Not really. No. No, we're in the Indian. Just thought, I think you're a tip, mate. So.
That's it. Cheers, Martin. Oh man, I mean, but like, is it fair to say that like this island can like boil your blood? Like, because obviously it's a small place, you know, people
I
people
think
can be annoying.
I just think it all depends who you are. Like, I'm pretty chilled, I think, but I do like get annoyed at certain things. But I don't really. No, I think it's chilled out the island, really.
Yeah, I mean, like this was.
I mean, I go back to the UK and I just say, oh, 4 days later, I thought, no, I can't be here. I've got to go, go home.
Go
It's
home, yeah.
mad, yeah.
Do you go back to the UK often?
Yeah, quite a bit. Yeah, probably 4 or 5 times.
Back to Torquay?
I go to Devon probably 3 times a year, and then we go up all everywhere really. Go on golf tours, and
So you are part of the Alderney Golf Club as a.
I'm a member. Yeah.
But are you competing with them on? You know, I know they do like the Guernsey matches and stuff like that.
I do if I can. Yeah. Yeah, they're good fun.
So I think that's where I first met Maxi, and he did the funniest speech, and I couldn't even include it in this video I was making because it was that outrageous.
And you understood him.
Well, I understood something about it. It was the swear words that I was like, "This is fantastic." He is like one of the funniest people that I've ever met in my life. Yeah. And I did say to him, "If you ever done stand up, like you'd be brilliant at it." And he's like, "No." But sometimes the funniest people.
Oh, him. Colin Cummins was another one. You know, Chip Pan.
Yeah.
His jokes were just he'd have you doubled up.
It's fair to say that the old alcohol is a motivator on this island. A lot of great ideas.
Gives you bravery, doesn't it?
Damn right, it gives you bravery. But that's what I love about it, because like culturally, yeah, like we obviously do get drunk a lot and you know, hang out with each other, and you know, people say, well, there's nothing else to do, but actually that's one of the best things to do is go to the pub.
There's tons to do here. I don't get it when people say, what are you going to do? You can do anything. If you like squash, go and play squash. Like tennis, go and play tennis. You want to go shooting, go shooting. You want to go boxing, go boxing. Not many towns in England have got what we got.
It's true.
Golf course, tennis court, shooting, golf, snooker, everything.
It's all here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Literally, it's all here. You know what? This is a good point. There's a lot of like myths that get like talked about, and it's kind of like, it's not good for people who are not, you know, knowing about Alderney. They kind of come here the first time, they're like, oh, what's there to do? It's like, go and find it.
Yeah.
It's all here.
It's all there.
Yeah. But every so often, you know, people come in like Ed Hill with the paddle, like,
brilliant
course.
That is. Well, I've never played tennis. One of my mates, he was into the tennis. I couldn't really get on with that. I just try and hit it too hard all the time, and it's just a waste of time. I thought, I can't be bothered. But then I played paddle for the first. I don't know why we played it. Sarah Voot, I think, should join us. And I played like a couple of games of doubles with Sarah, and then I thought, oh, I quite like it. And I got Maxi into it. And then now I just love it now, so I can play as much as I can.
Is it because you're in a box? And you just...
Well, no, because it keeps you fit. So once you give up football or something, you're not really running. You're not doing anything. And golf's like walking, which I know keeps you fit, but it's not really, because I've got an electric trolley. So, but yeah, I like paddle. Keeps you fit.
Nice.
Keeps your heart ticking.
Football, because you were part of the football team.
I played.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
I retired when I was 38, so 2 years ago.
Oh, really? Is that it? No, come on.
A bit older than 40, ain't I?
Well, I don't know, mate. You are one of the younger ones.
15 years ago, I give up.
Wow. So around about the time, you know, was the football club, would you say there was a team that was close to winning something?
Nah, not really.
Not really.
Nah.
It's a shame, really, but at the same time...
All drank too much.
Well, they're still, you know...
Well, we were the only ones that wanted to get stuck in Guernsey.
Right. and this was back in the days of the old chairman, Reg, right?
Reg wasn't the chairman when we were about. I don't even actually know. I think Keith Webster was.
Right, but he was the bucket rattler, right? You know, he used to.
Well, Reg has always been a bucket rattler, isn't he? But he started with the £10 memberships way after I finished playing football.
Right,
because he always get a tenner off you.
Everyone, and he would walk into a pub.
It was just embarrass you into it, yeah. So you have to give him a tenner. So
it's kind of how you get stuff done over here.
Well, he did get it done, didn't he? Look at the extension. So that's all down to Reg.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the point, isn't it? Is that like people don't really understand. Like on a small island, you kind of have to push for things that you want, right?
Yeah.
What are we lacking at the moment? Like, what are we not pushing for that we should be? I mean, apart from the housing situation, which obviously is there.
I don't know really, because I don't really get involved in much of anything outside of what I do. So if it doesn't affect me, I'm not interested in it.
That makes sense, yeah. But like
if it affects my kids and stuff, if it's directly, but indirectly, I don't really ask people what they want.
That's the best way
You
of doing
just
it.
sort of go out and do what you do, and then you end up meeting different people. I mean, with that paddle was in the summer, the amount of people from Jersey, Guernsey, and it was just, I was out in the first round, but enjoyed it. It was good fun. It was like,
That must annoy you. As a competitive person, you must.
to be fair, I only just started playing paddle. I'm getting better now, and if I get knocked out in the first round in July, I'm not going to be happy.
That's it.
Yeah,
Done.
I won't be happy.
Well, tell me. So the competitive edge that you got, where did that all come from?
God, I don't know. I just think I've always had it. Just always wanted to win. I don't like losing.
I mean, I don't mind losing, and I think that's why I'm never going to be as.
Nah.
You can't do it.
I just don't like it. It annoys me.
Interesting.
The only thing I don't mind losing at is golf. It's because I know I'm not very good at it.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. And it's one of those sports where it's completely different to, I mean,
it's easy, isn't it? The ball doesn't move. You hit it when it's static. How can it go wrong? But it does. It's just an annoying game.
It's quite an annoying game. I want to say a massive thank you to Channel Seaways for sponsoring this podcast and honestly for keeping Alderney alive. They're the reason our food arrives, cars turn up, and occasionally they even ship horses and cannons too. They make it all seem effortless, like clockwork, and thanks to them, we get to feed our families and enjoy a glass of wine at the end of the day. They've been supporting the Channel Islands for over 50 years and with a brilliant team who genuinely care. So go over to their Facebook page, give them a like, show your appreciation, and support the people that keep Alderney civilised. Now back to the episode. Well, tell me a little bit about snooker then, because obviously, that's really where I know you from. And I got to be really honest with you, I'm very, very proud about this. I beat Mick 3 games in a row the other night. And for me, who's, I've played you and you've obviously, beat me every time. But I'm really, really proud of that. I mean,
it's good. Mick, well, in his day, he was very good.
Is he losing his edge now?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how old. I think he's in his 70s.
All right. Well, you know what?
No, but I mean, he still had a 50-odd break the other week. In his 70s, you can't knock that.
You can't knock that at all, no. And he's nice. He's paying it forward now. He's really sort of like helping sort of mentor and sort of coach. And he did say to me, he's like, I never would have told you this when I was younger.
No,
I don't want to beat you.
No, he wouldn't. No.
Well, he told me a little story about you back in the day, because you used to clean up in snooker.
Yeah, well, I sort of played since I was about 8. And then on smaller tables, and I joined the Dartmouth Snooker Club when I was about 13, playing on full-size tables. Then I was in the league with them when I was 15. So played in all the leagues in Devon. But I had to get permission from conservative clubs and all this to play with the team, because I was under 16 or under 18 or whatever it was. So yeah, I just played that. Then I gave up until I came here.
And you were like, great.
Well, no, I just gave up snooker for about 3 years. I just didn't even play. I didn't even know where my old cue is.
Wow. Where was the snooker club when you first came here then?
At the Brickfields.
Right, okay. So I think Mick was saying that the snooker club used to be in the cinema or something? Or like in like an underground, like K-Moet.
Well, there was one at the Buffs Club, which is the old Thai.
No way.
I bought that table.
Really?
Yeah, I've still got it. It's in bits.
Oh,
Out
no.
of my store. No, I'm going to...
You're going to restore it?
I am somewhere.
So was that upstairs in the Thai restaurant?
Yeah.
Wow, that was a snooker club?
Well, it was I don't know if it was a club. I don't know. It was like, they called it the Buffs Club.
Right.
But there was only one table, I think. And then...
Brickfield?
Brickfields had 4 tables, and that was good up there. That was Bob Painter, Letitia's dad.
Right. And then it moved to the dairy.
Yeah,
20
years
20
ago.
years ago, yeah.
Yeah, something like
I
that.
think I smoked my first ever cigarette in that place. It was weird back then when you were
20 years ago. You smoked your first
you-
cigarette.
Yeah, it must have been. I was like 13, 14. Yeah, because I remember they used to have the fag machine in there.
No.
You don't remember the fag machine? There's still it's you can still see it on the wall. You can see where it used to be.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, and I used to go up to the table 4 and sit there.
Hide in the corner.
Hide in the corner, yeah. Well, I mean, like, obviously, I started playing snooker quite young as well. But, you know, as you know, with sort of young people playing snooker, if you get knocked out quite early on in the day on a Saturday, you know, it's like, they're like, yeah, go sit down. And so, like, I got into films and stuff because I'd go and sit in the TV bit and watch TV. This is when I was growing
Yeah.
up in Southampton. And so the sooner I got knocked out, the better. You know, all these older boys were just like, right, knock him out. And I just had to go sit there. But my dad, unknowing that he's just leaving me watching telly for 4 hours, you know, it was...
must try harder.
Must try harder. Well, I will try a lot harder against you. And it really is, I mean, it's a testament to, like, you know, the fact that we've got a great club with, you know, it's pretty easy in the sense of, like, you know, there's always kind of a table free mostly.
Mostly.
Mostly. The tables are great though. You know, compared
Yeah, well,
to
they're
some
going to be
tables.
recovered too.
This is insane, man. Like, where does this sort of passion for snooker come from on this island?
To be honest, I don't know. Because when I first moved here, I didn't even know there was a snooker club here. And Tyrone had a like TV rental place in town. And I was with Karen, I was renting a telly, and I thought, I don't want to rent TVs. It's a waste of money. So I took it back. And he introduced himself. He said, oh, do you play snooker? I said, well, no, I haven't played for about 3 years. We got up the club. I said, all right. And so we went up there and got a club cue off the rack. And the first frame, about a 55 break. I was like that. All right. So I went to Guernsey and bought a cue.
Wow.
And that's it. I got back into snooker.
I love that. What's the highest break you've ever had?
In 96.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
Yeah.
4 away from a century.
I can't get it.
Can't get it?
No.
You've been around that mark before?
Yeah, about 7, 8 times.
Oh, was it the...
Straight blue, jelly elbow, can't pot it.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Isn't it the hardest sport in the world? Like one little...
It's harder than any other sport.
It's just balls.
If you watch them do a 147 and how they move the balls around and they say, oh, 9 darter, but nah.
No. Snooker's it's such a fun sport though, isn't it? Because like you do get better, you know, the more, and I think it's all about like focus and like obviously I know sometimes in the club when it gets loud.
Oh, I hate that.
Now I get what you mean. Only now that I'm actually playing a bit better than I used to.
Yeah.
It's not just a
It's
fun.
when the telephone goes off, turn that phone off. Just don't have it on. Just
because your eyes are zeroing in,
and you're
then
halfway
suddenly...
through a break and somebody walks past you to go to the toilet and think, no, don't do that. Just wait. So it's just, I don't know. It just annoys me.
Yeah.
I get more annoyed at snooker than I do at any other sport.
I can understand that. I can understand that. Because it is like when you're on, and when you're off, nothing's bringing you back.
Yeah, but it's quite easy to be on and then easily put off.
Mm-hmm.
And then you really need a dig to try and concentrate. And if you're giving people loads of shots start and you think, no, I can't afford to mess up. So,
well, I think the first time I played you, I didn't really have much of a go, really. What was it? I think it was like a 50, 60 break in the first game or something. And I was just like, oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, but I was playing well that day. So
yeah, you were
that
playing
was
well
a bit
that
different.
day.
Yeah.
Plus, I think I was always taking the mick out of you every time I said, I'll challenge you, I'll beat you. So I was humbled.
Oh, but I like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like that. I'm going to beat you. I think, go on then.
Well, listen, if you go and ask Mick how I'm playing right now, he'll probably warn you not to play me.
Mick won't play me.
No, he does say that.
He
Yeah,
won't play me.
No, he doesn't want to.
He reckons I've had my eyes fixed.
Why? What's wrong with your eyes?
Absolutely nothing. Apart from reading.
Yeah. Wow. So my dad actually played snooker for the first time in his life against you up at Brookfields. I don't know if you ever remember that. Because my dad said, he beat me pretty badly, you know. But that was his first time playing snooker, and then he got me into it, you know. So gotta thank you, mate.
But there was a lot of players at that club.
Really?
Yeah, there was some Tyrone. Yeah, Mick obviously. Mick was off scratch. Gary was off scratch, his son. I was off scratch. Richard Carlton. There was loads of people playing. Oh, Johnny Clay, Mav Clay, he used to be up there. Roger Stone. There was loads of us.
Wow.
Used to do leagues like every night. So you'd have 4 tables running every night from 6 till 10. So yeah, it was busy.
Busy place. Tell me about the competitions then, because I know that a lot of them have got your name on it. What was the crack back then?
I just had to win. That's it. It was brilliant. I used to love the finals. I used to get a jar of cigarettes and 4 cans. Table and a stool, and you referee, Dave Ugman refereeing with the white gloves, and you'll wear Dickie bows and.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's proper.
Oh man,
it's funny.
Maybe we should bring back the Dickie bows.
I'd done that for the tournament. I took the mickey. I said, right, let's put a post on, right, Dickie bow, and ready for my first snooker tournament in 20 years. And all the comments on my Facebook were, "Are you reffing?" And I look like a referee.
Yeah. How did you do in the latest competition?
I lost to Adam Barnes.
Ah, Barnsley, he's quite good.
He had a 42 and a 40-something, but then when I'm giving him 21 points.
Hold up.
And you get a 42. So.
Yeah, but all these handicaps have not really been properly assessed in a long time, right?
Well, no, because I play off +7. So if somebody's off scratch, I still got to give them 7.
Hold a second, but the handicap gets set by playing you.
Yeah.
So how have you got +7?
John Gates put me on +7.
Oh, John.
Nah, it's all right. I don't mind. It doesn't bother me.
So I think my handicap must be around the 20s, 30s maybe.
Well, it goes up in 7. So you're either 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42.
I'll take 42. That sounds great. I mean, it's interesting when you have to start giving out handicaps to people. You know, I'm giving out handicaps.
Well, you play them 3 times.
Right.
Off scratch. And then you sort of divide it by 7 what you beat them by. So
who have you got to play?
Well, I've played a few for their handicaps. So, but you got, I mean, I think one I beat by 82.
Ooh.
And I thought, you can't. It's just impossible. So you're just 42. That's the highest you can get. You're not having any more than that.
Damn, that's a shame though, because when you were on fire.
See, I'd say 35, because then you keep losing, you're going to get better because you're going to try harder.
Yeah, of course.
So I think 35 should be the highest handicap you can give.
Makes sense. Yeah. Who was?
And if you can't play off 35, then you just give up.
Just give up.
Go and play pool.
Go play pool.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't even have a decent pool table anymore, do we? I mean,
I don't really play it. I don't like pool.
Thank God.
Yeah, pool's a game of chance.
It's quite easy though, isn't it? If you're a snooker player,
like the break, isn't it?
That's it. Smash
off
break.
Over in one shot.
Yeah, I do like it though, because when I go to play pool, because I play snooker, it's just easy. It's such an easy sport.
Play 9-ball on a 10-foot table. It's
really?
even easier.
Have you played billiards before?
Yeah.
What the hell is billiards?
Billiards is brilliant. I used to play with Frenchie every Sunday.
When you but on like a table without pockets.
That's bar billiards.
That's bar billiards.
Yeah, no, okay. Billiards is billiards.
Well, I have no idea what it is. I can't even imagine it.
2 whites, 1 with a black dot and a red. So you just play cannons, in-offs.
So you're still potting?
If you pot the opponent's white, then it stays down. So it's not worth it.
I can't get my head around this, man. It's just
you've got to play your cannons and your plan. You know, it's all, you can pop the red into that corner, but then it moves up to the blue spot. So you can't just keep going like that.
Right. I mean, I can't even picture it. I mean, I know YouTube
Billiards
exists.
was big here.
Really?
Tom Grabham, very good. Nick used to play. Frenchie was probably the best I've ever played. Paul Walsh.
Wow.
He was very good at billiards.
So who's the best snooker player you've ever played against?
Darren Clark.
Really? Good.
Yeah. He turned pro at 18.
Damn. But you know, you winning a lot back then. I mean, did you ever think that you could go the whole way? No?
No. It's a different level. Club snooker, like tournament snooker, playing club matches in England obviously is quite high level.
But when you watch, like my mate's he's done a YouTube video of after 10 pints of Stella, and he's at his snooker table and he does 115 break in 5 minutes after 10 pints. It's a different level. It's a different level. Forget it.
Yeah.
He used to give me 100 star and beat me.
I mean, like when you play those players, though, like you just naturally
just watch.
You just watch it.
Yeah, they're class.
Damn.
So they move it.
I think it's the best sport in the world, man. I love snooker.
It's good.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
I went to the Crucible a couple of years ago, and annoyingly, the first game lasted an hour, which, you know, for those level of players, like, we were just playing safety. And I was in the front row as well, so bought, like, very expensive tickets, do you know what I mean? Just to get in the
front. That's not boring, then, is it?
Well, it was.
I think watch how they get the angles.
Honestly,
how they move
my
anxiety
anxiety went through the roof because I was just like, "Come on, someone put a bloody ball," you know what I mean? But it was a real great experience, and you know, I think Sheffield's probably done real well.
I've never been.
You never been?
No.
Oh mate, we should organise.
I went to Plymouth Pavilions to watch my mate Darren. He beat Steve Davis 5-0.
No.
Yeah, and then went out.
Oh, Steve Davies.
Ray Reardon used to be in our club. He had his own box built, so he used to teach the kids. I never played him, but it was like we used to go in from when we were at college. We used to go down to the Galaxy and watch him play. He was teaching. It was brilliant.
Yeah. Who was Dennis Taylor? He used to do the videos. There was like the videotapes. I used to have all his videotapes, and it would be like Dennis Taylor, like, "Hello, here's how you do this." And I remember always going to the club and he's trying to do it back then. It's just not. YouTube now is pretty good. Like I watch a lot of YouTube videos now. You got
Q-tips.
Q-tips is fun.
Yeah.
I mean that is fun, isn't it? Like you just seeing the pros like going to like YouTube. It's just fun.
Yeah, they're just enjoying it now, aren't they? Why not?
I mean, Ronnie's still got a lot in him, but is he losing it a bit? You reckon the money's a bit too
not playing?
Yeah.
Picks and chooses his tournaments, doesn't he? So
he just likes more money, doesn't he? He's probably the only player that has just kept demanding more money.
Well, he's in Dubai. I loved it when he didn't get the 147 because they offered him, I don't know, it's 14,000 or 40,000. They used to get 147,
which makes complete sense.
It's the hardest thing to do in snooker, so why shouldn't you get it? So he took the pink instead of the black. I always remember it. Brilliant. Loved it. Yeah, he'd done that 147 in 5 minutes, 40 seconds, didn't he?
That's insane, though, isn't it? That's insane. Anyone watching that one, the fastest 147, you don't know how difficult that is.
Oh, Christ, yeah. Well, I've never done 100, so there you go.
Damn, well, don't worry, man, because
it won't come now.
You never know. You never know. Like you could have the perfect.
I'm too chilled now, so it doesn't bother me. Yeah, I'll just that'll do.
Have you seen the Ronnie O'Sullivan documentary?
Yes.
Because that really shows what's going on in the head. It's a lot of pressure.
It's mental, isn't it?
The fact they put a microphone on him throughout that tournament is the first time we ever got to hear what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, and it was at the moment where he's like, "Oi, don't you start," it says to the referee.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of pressure. And then obviously he wins it. And then he just like hugs Judd Trump and, "Don't let him get to you, man." I was like, when I first watched that and he won, I thought he was just saying nice things to him or whatever. But he was having a complete mental breakdown, you know,
mad.
Built up, and then just the relief of it all being over. It's so it gets to you.
I can imagine, yeah.
Yeah. So are you going to take part in the next competition over here?
I am, yeah.
Right, I am not taking part in that competition.
Well, I think it should be off scratch.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Well, you would.
Well, it's £20 entry.
Right. Ooh.
Oh, so it should be off scratch, shouldn't it?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I'm liking the idea of being
handicapped.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Well, if I can't get a handicap, then at least I'll probably try real hard.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing is, I feel like there is a level to snooker where once you get past a certain potting ability and you're going on to the cue ball and where that is, you make bigger like strides in terms of how good you get. You know, like that was the only reason why I played well against Mick the other night, is because I was just slowing it down.
That's the way to do it. Just slow down and don't always hit the bottom of the ball. That's boring.
Mick loves that.
I know, it's just boring.
It's very boring, isn't it? It really is. Before we continue, I want to say a massive thank you to Alderney Electricity for backing this podcast. On an island of just 2,000 people, sometimes it can be quite easy to take the energy we have for granted. But behind every light switch is a team of electricians, engineers, and administrators working hard to keep us going. But they don't just power our homes, they power our community with local sponsorship like this. Alderney Electricity continues to support the events, the projects, and of course the stories that bring our island together. Alderney Electricity, thank you very much for keeping our lights on and for sponsoring this podcast. Well, look, man, I mean, so this is it. I mean, what else apart from snooker, golf, paddle? I mean, what else keeps you entertained on Alderney?
Not a lot, really.
Favourite pubs? Go on, list off your favourite pubs of all time. Bearing in mind, quite a few of these pubs have actually closed.
Fisherman's was brilliant pub.
Wait, where was that?
Next to the divers. In between the Seaview and the divers.
Really?
Yeah, that was a pub. Little off licence on the side. That was good. Divers. Camp's always been sort of my local. Marry back. Well, they're all good. I mean, back in the day.
The pub,
was,
like, what do they call it? The pub crawl back in the day was a nightmare.
well, we used to get a minibus.
Really?
Yeah.
Get bussed around.
Get bussed around.
Wow, that's
It was only
mad.
£1 each.
£1 each.
That was it. From the divers to town, £1 each. You know what?
There you go. Favourite times of the year then? So, like, obviously Alderney Week gets mad busy.
Yeah, that's not my kind of nicest time of the week.
No.
Because we generally work it.
Really?
Yeah. And then half the time you can't get where you want to go, and it's just... I mean, I love it that the island's busy, because it is busy. It's good.
Yeah. Good for business.
I just love the summer. I can get on my boat. That's all I want to do.
Yeah. Summers here can be just the best. Like, sometimes,
totally,
like,
yeah.
heat waves here. There's nowhere else in the world I'd rather be.
No. You want to get a Dillette for lunch, you just get a Dillette for lunch. So you're in France in 45 minutes and just have lunch and come home.
Is there any restrictions these days with the whole Brexit stuff?
Well, you just email who's on your boat, take your passport, put your passport numbers down, go in, tie up, and that's it.
Easy.
Just
It's
just easy.
Yeah. And then what about the winters then? Because obviously we could have some pretty rough winters.
That's where your snooker comes into it, isn't it? Nothing to do at night. Just go to the pub or go to snooker or stay in.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. It's a shame because I really like the cinema. I don't know why the cinemas.
To be honest, I've only ever been there once.
Have you only been there once?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's such a cute little place, man. I mean, they used to have like the intermissions where, like, you'd go
You
across,
go
the
across to the Georgian,
yeah, ring a little bell, you'd get back.
I
in
must have
there.
been there more than once, but
Yeah.
I mean, we used to cinemas all the time when you're in England. They didn't have Sky Sports, you didn't have Netflix, you didn't have any of that then. 3 channels and then 4 in 1982. So
That's crazy.
I know you got 5 million. Yes.
There's just too much. There's too much,
Yeah.
I mean, this is why I love doing this podcast, right? Because, like, people are listening to this stuff. Like, they're genuinely just like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't you want a little bit of something different, to add to your...
Well, do you remember the 4 channels?
BBC One, BBC Two,
ITV.
and Channel 4.
That was it.
That was it. And then maybe, like, a handful of tabloid newspapers.
Well, we don't get newspapers, do we?
When did we stop getting newspapers on Alderney?
I think... it's got
20
to be...
years?
No, it's not that long.
10?
ago. No, I think it was just before that silly virus.
Oh, that silly virus, like 2020 time.
Yeah, around
Well,
that.
this is funny because actually the only reason why I guess we stopped is because half the time you'd get a newspaper and it was like 4 days old.
Well, they used to come on the plane, didn't they? So,
Yeah. So yeah, you get fogged in. At least we've still got the journal going, right?
you
it's,
got that, yeah.
it's not the highest level of journalism you could imagine, but it's cute.
It's Alderney, isn't it? It's just everything about Alderney, isn't it? That's all you need to read about, really.
How would you explain Alderney to people?
How would I explain it? Chilled out. It's just easy, isn't it? It's just an easy way of life.
Definitely doesn't concern itself with the outside world.
No, not at all. So I just think everything's just easy. Yeah, You don't need for anything, do you? Apart from food once a week.
Well, hopefully, if the boat doesn't get in, though,
Exactly.
it starts looking like that silly virus very, very quick. It's funny because when that silly virus happened and I was in London and everyone's freaking out about there like not being food on the shelves, I'm like, guys, calm down. Like it's okay.
Yeah.
Like it will come. You know,
Oh,
because
they're all panicking.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the farm.
yeah,
That's the
exactly.
best meat on the planet.
Oh my! Tell me about the meat on Alderney then.
Oh, go farm. I take it from my stepdad when I go back home. I have to take him because he loves the yellow fat. That's so flavoured, brilliant. That's on our doorstep.
It's unbelievable. And I mean, you can go and see the cows as well. Do you know what I mean? Like you go and
Well, yeah, just go and watch them get slaughtered, and it's lovely.
Well, I always feel bad because you go for a nice walk.
You're not really allowed to go and watch them. I
You're
was
definitely
joking.
yes. Please do not start queuing up at Kiln Farm, being like, "We're here for the slaughter."
Yeah.
But like the fact that you can kind of like go for a walk, you see these cows just like roaming and grazing across the fields, and then you go and eat one.
28 days later, that's your dinner.
Is that how long it takes from farm to food?
Well, I don't actually know, but they always say 28-day.
Maybe we should get because there's a new farmer, isn't it? There's a new farmer and his wife. Maybe we should
The best bet would be Stu.
Yeah.
Get him first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? What does Stu do?
Stu Cox, he was the farmer, wasn't he?
So he was the farmer before.
Now he's bought Ian Tugby's.
Oh wow.
So he's a bit busy.
Yeah, I bet.
Hence why I think they've got another farmer too.
Oh, excellent. Isn't it funny how this island just like changes people, but everyone just moves on to a different.
Yeah, it's just good, isn't it?
It's great, man. What's the next step for you then? Where? Because obviously building wise, I mean, I always think like, isn't there only so much building you can do here? But
Well, you would say, yeah, you would think so, but it just keeps. I don't know. It just keeps coming. I don't know where from. I haven't got a clue. It just you get a phone call. Can you come and do this? Oh right, okay. That storm didn't help because we just done constant ruse for the last 2 weeks. But other than the storms, yeah, it just seems to just keep going.
it's great. I mean, it's good. It's great that at least one of our industries is booming. Do you know what I mean? Like that's keeping a lot of people economically out. Yeah, being part of the economy and actually spending their money because the money's here. I mean, obviously tourism has taken a massive beating over the last 2 decades.
Yeah,
it's a shame really because like growing up here, you're coming here. Obviously, I went to school in the UK, but I'd come here 5 or 6 times a year because it was cheap. And now it's expensive.
Well, that's the beauty of the ferry, isn't it? Really,
it's good. It's an easy way off. Like not so good if you're older, but
Well, you say that. Well, they won't. They're not allowed to run in more than 1.5 meter wave, so it's never going to be horrendous.
And then you get to Guernsey, right?
Well, Guernsey is 120 quid return.
It's better.
Yeah, and you can get a plane out of Guernsey with Aurigny
Supposedly.
to Southampton for £39, but not from here.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's £339.
It's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
The worst thing as well is going through Guernsey is that the transfer time. Like this, they haven't thought about this. Like you have to like wait 6 hours or something.
Or you've got 10 minutes.
Or 10 minutes. That's it. It's like 6 hours or 10 minutes. It's like, it's mad. Same with Jersey. Like if you go from Alderney to Guernsey to Jersey, again, you're having to. It's this weird, awkward time. So it's a bit of a mess for people in Alderney, and maybe we do get forgotten about a little bit by the bigger companies who. Obviously are trying their best, I imagine, but
they're not allowed here, are they? So that's it. You shouldn't have a government-owned airline anyway.
Anyone listening to this is going to find that bizarre. If you don't know about our airline situation, because
owned by a Guernsey government. Why?
Well, I guess to stop it from collapsing.
Finished Blue Island, though, didn't they?
Yeah, kind of did, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's a weird place, this, but hey, look, I mean, if we can get a link between here and Jersey, then we are sorted, right? It's like you go anywhere in the world. It's amazing. I take the Trinity sometimes to Jersey, and it's like 40 quid return to London. I get to London and I'm like looking at my bank account. I'm like, whoa! I'm like, how the hell did I do this?
Yeah.
How am I suddenly here for such a little amount of money? It's 14 hours to Jersey on the Trinity. So I mean, like, but genuinely, what's your ambitions for like the future of the island? Like, where do you hope that we sort of go as a community?
I just think it's doing all right as it is. It's just the airport. It's just the air links and everything else that stops Alderney getting up.
Mm.
It must put people off. I mean, we live here, so but it must put people off.
Of course.
We were somebody in Southampton yesterday. Oh, I'm going to Alderney for the week. No, I know it's crew sickness. Flight's cancelled. And if they've travelled from London or Birmingham or anywhere to Southampton to get the direct flight, then
It's a tough one. What's the longest you've ever been delayed?
3 days.
3 days.
Yeah, in Guernsey.
Oh no, you got stuck on that side.
Whole golf. 12 of us
Oh no.
sat in the airport, and I just said, I had enough of this. So I phoned Buzz White up. He said, how much for the boat? Told me. I said, right, went to everyone. Let's just go home. And we'll go on his boat and come home.
At least you can always find a way, though, right? You know, like
There's always a way.
There's always a way.
Unless
Everyone
it's
knows
blowing a
everyone.
gale, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think. I think I remember the Great Fog or something, and it was like it must have been about 16 years old or something, and it was like a week, 2 weeks or something, like flying from Southampton. I think you could probably fly to Guernsey, but you know, you have to turn up at the airport and
Yeah,
wait.
we get 40 mile an hour fog here. You never heard of that before. So
When you say 40-mile-an-hour fog, what do you
40
mean?
mile an hour wind and still foggy.
Oh yeah,
It doesn't
isn't
blow
it?
away.
It's so bizarre though, isn't it? I mean, it is. It's nice when you're here and you don't need to go anywhere because you're like, it's like suddenly the fog just rolls in
Yeah.
and just sits on Alderney, and it's kind of like it's kind of beautiful in a way, ish.
Well, ish. I find it quite annoying, to be honest. But
Yeah.
I prefer the blue sky.
Well, of course, yeah, don't get me wrong. But sometimes when you go for a walk in the fog, it's literally you can see it. You know, it just comes at you. Oh,
Bit eerie sometimes, isn't it? Down
very
Laundry.
eerie. Yeah, yeah. Laundry's already dark enough. So before we finish this episode, I want to thank Bell & Co for sponsoring this podcast. If you're looking for a place to live on Alderney, whether it's renting or buying, go and visit Bell & Co. They have all the information about what's available on Alderney, and they can also guide you with some of the best things to do on the island. Go and visit bellandcoalderney.com, where you can escape to paradise. Whether you're a remote worker, a carer, or just want to raise a family in somewhere safe, Bell & Co is there to help you. Do you get interested in like the history of the island at all, or is that something you?
I have, yeah, because I've read it. I do read the books when I go on holiday. I don't really read unless I go on holiday, but yeah, I do read it, yeah.
Mm.
I found a book in Gambia, I think. And it was all about Alderney. Yeah.
What?
I was in, just an hotel in Gambia and just looked at that. I thought something island, Hitler, no, Forgotten Island or something it was called. And it was just in a bookshop in Gambia, so I took it.
There you go.
Read it.
And then you're like, oh, better not read this bit. Oh, that's next to my house.
Yeah, no, that's a weird one.
That's the crazy thing, isn't it? It's like sometimes when you're reading the stories about the Nazi occupation in Alderney, and then you realise, oh, that's over there, or that's over there. You know, you're not like miles away from history on this island.
Well, there's a recent one I got. There was somebody staying opposite my house, and it said Anthony Horwitz, and it's called A Line to Kill. He said, "Oh, you want to read that? It's all about Alderney." It was all about literacy festival and all this. So anyway, I bought the book and read it. It was absolutely brilliant.
Really?
Yeah, it's all about corblets, and it was brilliant.
What's it called?
A Line to Kill. I've got it. I'll lend you it.
Yeah,
Read it.
yeah. Well, I'm a bit of I'm struggling at reading, to be honest with you. I'm a dyslexic, so
That's right. Don't read the bits you don't want.
just scan through it.
Yeah.
Quick read. Yeah. But so you like books then? You're a big reader.
Only when I go on holiday. I don't. Yeah, I'm not really a reader.
Interesting. I mean, like, because I guess you're a very smart guy, man. Like, for someone that can focus intensively on like a game of snooker. I mean, where does all this knowledge sort of come from? Like, if you
It's just life knowledge, isn't it?
just carrying on finding.
You just learn. You're learning every day, aren't you? So it's just like some things sink in, some things don't.
Well, some people don't learn every day. You know, I've got to say, like, there's a part of me that is thankful that I never picked up video games, because obviously, like, the idea of just locking yourself away and just
I've never been into that. I had an Atari when I was a kid.
An Atari.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's just tennis across a black and white screen. With
Wow.
A stick.
Ping pong.
Yeah. That was it.
Yeah. Good job too, mate.
And then out playing around the dump and jumping off rocks onto old people's old mattresses and just getting manky and it's just weird. Chuck growing up, it's lovely.
That's what I still think. A lot of kids over here still have the freedom here to just go off and explore and to just, get into trouble or whatever. Like whenever I see kids nowadays who are like, running around on the rocks and stuff, I'm always just like,
they're out playing.
Yeah, go on.
Good.
Yeah.
Get out.
And actually, weirdly, like, because obviously when I was sort of coming in as a kid, we had like a motorcycle gang, and we were like, there was like a lot of kids. Club. It was, we're not talking about like the bikers bar people. It was just like every 14-year-old had a kid, had a bike.
That's another thing, isn't it? Moped at 14, independence.
So wait, you can have a moped at 14 in Alderney?
Yeah.
It's great, isn't it?
49cc motorbike. There you are.
There you go. Why is that? Is that like we got some weird laws here, haven't we?
Yeah, very. Yeah.
Like no seatbelt, motorbike at 14. What else we got? Guns.
No helmets.
No helmets.
Well, guns. You still need to have a license.
Still gonna have a license, but obviously the ability to do the things in Alderney that you just can't do anywhere else is huge.
Yeah, I mean, well, they obviously got the shooting club, haven't they? And just go up there because I think anyone can go up there. You just pay and there's clay pigeon shooting.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
They've done a great job, bringing that club up to I wouldn't say like a better standard, but they've really formalised a lot of things. Because I know I did my sort of 2-day sort of course to like learn it all, and they're quite serious up there.
They will be, yeah.
Very, very serious. But it's good to see that sort of discipline. Particularly with shooting.
Well, you need it with shooting, don't you?
Absolutely. But there's a lot of like ex-forces people over here and people who have spent their lifetime doing serious stuff. To come here to retire, have the calm life.
Still play with a gun.
Still play with a gun, exactly. Hey, you should be, grateful there's no snooker players that retire into Alderney. In fact, maybe that's what we should do. Maybe we should try and campaign to get some old snooker lot to come and live here.
Wow.
That would piss you off, wouldn't it?
No. No, I'd enjoy that.
You'd be right back on that table again. I know you would.
No, I'd probably retire.
You'd be building that buffs table again quicker. So what's going on with that buffs table then? Are you gonna?
Oh, it's in my store.
Yeah, are you gonna build it back again at some point?
Well, I don't. Yeah, I will at some point, but I don't know when.
Some point.
Well,
I like it. Well, listen. Is there anything else you want to chat about Alderney? You got anything on your mind?
Nah. No,
Yeah.
I think we've covered that on that side of it. Yeah. Just look forward to playing you in the tournament. Off scratch.
Come on then. Should we do it?
Yeah.